So, in this weekend, I realized that there's a lot of things going on all over the world, and there's a lot of people worried about new diseases spreading throughout the world. There's a lot of people worried about many things that's happening around the world, like humors of war and pandemics and inflation and shortages of water, resources, pests, and everything you could think of. There is something happening around the world, and it's basically a calling for God, calling us to be faithful, not to let our emotions get on the way. What we're facing nowadays is a psychological warfare, mostly psychological warfare. And what you have to understand is that most people, they don't understand what psychological warfare is. And we are technically in a Cold War. A brutal Cold War is happening right under your eyes right now. You may not see it, but there is something diabolical happening in terms of psychological warfare, in terms of intelligence agencies, the military doing whatever they can to keep the population from rising up. And it's one of those situations in life where you just gotta prepare for the best moments, the worst moments in life, because God is preparing each and every single one of us for a higher purpose. He's preparing us mentally, physically. He's preparing us to face these things because Christians and believers out there are going to be prosecuted. And a lot of people who believe in God, believe in Christ, are going to be prosecuted for all the wrong things that happen in this world. And you have to understand that if you believe in God, either you go all the way with God or, you know, make the same mistakes you made when Jesus was walking amongst us, which was betray him. So he's preparing every single one of us, and we're gonna have to face the truth real soon, which is going to be either you choose to um, follow him, be faithful, show love, show passion, show peace, show all of these things that's in the Bible, and he will guide you in this life. He will help you face all your harsh times, all the harsh circumstances in life and things like that. And um, back here, as you can see, I'm setting up multiple servers. I'm mostly encrypted networking communications. I have a Matrix encrypted message app to for basically my brother and one family member that I have in a business, and I'm just running a lot of secure encrypted communications lately. And right now I'm just doing a migration on some of my servers. It's all autonomous. It's pretty cool. So I'm just monitoring things while everything's operating on the background. So back in the day, people used to set up services and they used to do a million things to get it up and running for multi Fortune 500 businesses. Nowadays, we have everything automated. If you know what you're doing, you can automate just absolute every task in the bare bone of a server. And I got a whole lot of things to do. And that's what I want to say, man. Just be ready, be prepared for shortages, be prepared for harsh circumstances in life, be prepared to be judged, be prepared to be called crazy. There's going to come a time where crazy people are going to agree with crazy people, and crazy people are going to call normal people crazy, and faithful people crazy and demonic. It's going to be all inverted. There's gonna come a time where crazy people are gonna call normal, faithful people crazy, and this is already happening. You're seeing a mixture of people mixing genders with different genders that they aren't. They're mixing all these things, and you're not allowed to talk about it on social media. You're not allowed to say anything, and it's just one of those things where we are slowly losing our free speech. The government is looking at everything that we do to make sure we're not going to do an uprising. But it's the government who is doing an uprising. It's not us. We're not doing anything. And just praying, just taking our time and doing everything we can to maintain peace, faith, love, compassion, friendship. You know, if you have friends, I don't have many friends, so it's just one of those things in life where you either, you either isolate yourself or you surround yourself with crazies, and you have a bunch of headaches with people idol worshiping and talking about sports and a million other things, and it's just not worthy of this world. So yeah, man, just an update on my video. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna be putting my encrypted matrix link under this video. I set up the server not to have public registration, so you have to be invited in. So if you want to be invited to my secure encrypted network, there's a link below. Just add a comment. I know this channel has only been up for like a day or 24 hours. I know there's not that many people watching, but in a few months from now, the server is going to be up, still running, and I have automated bots in there that gathers. I set up an autonomous absolute access to information inside this encrypted server. It's autonomous intelligence gathering, basically. All I have to do is just sit and read with my fingers like this, and my evil cat on my lab. But my autonomous server has basically autonomy over all secure channels all over the world where people communicate privately, instead of all this control propaganda out there. So, but you have to be good mentally so that you can filter out information. Like you have to open up the Bible and understand where it's coming from. You have to see what evil is trying to do, because you don't want to be fall into traps of either propaganda here, propaganda there, like let's say Russian propaganda here, stuff there, because These secure channels have autonomy over everything. So just gotta keep getting access to everything. Nowadays, if you know what you're doing, um, you can access live detail information of every single person that's on the ground. So inside this secure channel that I have, which is invite only, you have to be very special to be invited to my channels of automated. Um, we have live conference calls, we have data analytical calls, we can have group calls and all these other things like that to do live analytical study and research over data and things like that. So if you want to be part of something extreme intelligent, I have autonomy over the world information collection, basically. And today I have created some of the most sophisticated cloud-based data center cluster. So I have multiple servers all clustered into one specific node where I have flexibility over services, where I can just publish things and get what I want very quickly, like boom boom. And pretty soon this autonomous server is going to be running extreme data collection pretty soon. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I will have live, if I can literally ask anybody all over the world, like, where are you, and can you take a picture of it? And there I am. I can be in Hawaii, I can be in Taiwan, I can be in China, I can be in Russia, I can be, hell, even in North Korea if I want to. And I can ask people live inside my secure channels what is happening, and they can give me live detailed information instead of having the mainstream media giving me access to everything. So if something happens in Russia, something happens in Ukraine, I get a live feed from people on the ground at a specific region, because this is all part of autonomy of information collection that I use it for personal use, like hobbies. Isn't that cool? So I can be some of the most informed person ever and have absolute autonomy over information collection. And this is just some of the things that God taught me throughout my journey of isolation, reading. I know just absolute everything about different Linux distros, OpenBSDs, and all these extremely advanced operating systems that isn't Windows or Mac. And I have bare bone access to absolute everything that I ever wanted to. And I have flexibility over services and cloud-based services. So I can be my own Google, I can be my own Amazon, I can be my own everything, just with a couple of servers in my data center and collecting as much data with static IP addresses and multiple IPs. So